Antetokounmpo and the Bucks lose again just for the 10th time this season. But LeBron James, another masterpiece with 37 points. Anthony Davis was magnificent in the second half. With 21 games left. Meanwhile, Lisa Salters now with LeBron.
Thank you, Mike. LeBron, the game seemed to really change in the second half for you guys. What was different after halftime for you guys?
I think we just continued what we was doing in the second quarter when we got back into the game. Our defensive intensity, our defensive focus, and then we started to make some shots. We didn't make no shots in the first quarter. We started to make shots and it allowed us to get a little lead.
There were several moments where it was superstar versus superstar, either you versus Giannis or Anthony versus Giannis. I know you live for those moments, but just what goes through your mind when you're in those times?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, the level of Giannis or anyone else that's on the floor, but you also got to have your mind in the game too and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Defensively, what were you guys doing against him to keep him from beating you?
Well, he got to the free throw line a lot. You know, he was still dominant from the free throw line and made pretty much a lot of them. You know, but you know, just trying to keep a body in front of him, make it tough on him. You know, he's such a great player. He's going to get downhill a lot. He's going to make some shots, but just trying to make it as tough as possible on him and just trying to wear on him throughout the game.
Weekend's just getting started. Clippers next. How do you see that one playing out?
Well, I'll start locking in on them tomorrow. Right now, I'm extremely tired. I'm gonna get some rest tonight. Get a good get a good dinner. Get a glass of wine, maybe two, and then I'll lock in on the Clippers tomorrow. But it's a good start to our weekend.
Thanks. Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, Lisa. Now, he missed the playoffs last year. His injury. The reason for that, Lakers did not make the playoffs. It was the first time he missed the playoffs since 2005. He'll be back in the postseason again this year and looking for yet another championship. And the Lakers' 6-year playoff drought is over as they have an impressive performance here tonight against a terrific Bucks team. Final score, Lakers 113, the Bucks 103. For our producer, Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, our outstanding ESPN crew, of course, for Jeff, Mark, and Lisa, Mike Green saying, thanks for watching. Good night from Los Angeles as the Lakers defeat the Bucks. Sports Center is coming up next.
To you live halftime here, and we're all tied up when East meets West. Maria Taylor alongside Uncle P, Paul Pierce. We got Jalen Rose, we got Michael Wilbon, and we got Giannis. He had 10 points in the first quarter, Jalen, but for some reason the Lakers slowed him down a bit, only finished with 12 in the first half.
He came out and set the tone in the first half, and obviously Anthony Davis is dealing with some foul trouble on his team, so is Eric Bledsoe. But I like to see the big fella attacking. And this play in particular, the Milwaukee Bucks are a really fast basketball team, and they play with a lot of height, but they also have the shooting with the Lopez brothers. But when the Greek Freak is pushing the ball like this and then attacking Dwight Howard like that, make Dwight Howard look like he was a shooting guard right there, Paul Pierce. I like to see when he's attacking.
I like what I saw from Greek Freak, but I also like what I saw from LeBron, especially in the second quarter. He did a good job at attacking. At first, I thought he got off to a slow start. In a big game like this, you thought he would come out aggressive, but the second quarter, he really made his presence felt, going to the basket, dunking the ball right here, as you can see. And he's going to have to do this all night, especially with Anthony Davis being out in the first half due to foul trouble. He did a good job of keeping him in the game.
Once he picked up that second foul, seemed to become a little more passive. But I think that's one of the reasons you like to see him, not just in the context of this game, but as we go forward to the playoffs, get out and run and make it easier on Giannis. Is that right, Jalen?
Absolutely, and the Lakers going to need Anthony Davis to work themselves into the game, but Kyle Kuzma is always a wild card in games like this because he plays with no fear, and he's a big-time offensive scorer.
And that guy right there is a guarantee if Kuzma's a wild card. We're all tied up with the two teams with the best records in the NBA right now. Headline giving his reactions as well. We'll give the top plays of the year from Giannis and LeBron, as well as the young kids, Luka and Ja Morant, and here's their matchup. Luka had 21, Porzingis 26. A lot of that happening to the Grizzlies.
Luka's nasty. He's definitely in the MVP conversation, been a terrific performer all season.
Wow, Boban hit a 3-2. Let's get it. That means that the Mavericks win big, 121-96. Okay, let's keep it in the West in the race for the 8th seed. Aaron Baines had 9 threes, guys.
Quality win for the Phoenix Suns. Bad loss for the Portland Trail Blazers, hoping to chase for the 8th spot.
New Orleans Pelicans creeping up.
Okay, there it is. The race for 8 continues.
All still counting on the Pelicans
I
to
got
make
them.
that
I'm
run.
counting them in.
March of the Pelicans
I think they're going to make it.
You think so?
I think they're going to make it.
Paul Pierce has put it out in the atmosphere. That's the only thing that could happen. The question is, who's going to win round 2 of Bucks and Lakers? Both LeBron and the Greek Freak have 12. I don't know who we're rolling with, except for who we picked on.
You got to keep the turnovers down and get the free throws up.
Checking out the first half, what's going on in La La Land. Giannis playing bully ball, says, you can't stop me, huh? You can't stop me, huh? Too strong.
Yeah, see, look, well, I mean, the Lakers are big, right?
They allegedly they are.
LeBron, Anthony Davis.
And Giannis ain't trying to hear none of that.
Giannis ain't small now.
Nah, he's not. We are all tied up at 48 apiece at halftime. Giannis in double digits, 2 rebounds away from a double-double. LeBron James ferocious early on with 2 monster dunks. He has 12 of his own. The white mamba, the bald mamba. Alex Caruso chipping in with 7 as we have ourselves a ball game in La La Land. What's good, NBA fans? Of course, you are now rocking with the best. Ro Parrish here. The show is Game Time, brought to you by State Farm, joined by Dante Jones, Steve Smith, 2 NBA champions here on the set, having a good time at halftime right now, looking at the authority that Giannis is playing with. We saw LeBron kind of dunked it kind of strong. He clearly is focused, but Giannis looks a little different tonight. He seems a little bit more laser sharp focused.
Well, I think he's coming out trying to set the tone and send a message. The one thing for Giannis, I just want to see him in close games in the fourth quarter. That's when he has to be big. Doesn't have to be scoring. I think when you're the best player, it's your responsibility to get a great shot. And that means for yourself or your teammates to make the right play. For the Lakers, I'm not worried about LeBron. I need AD. That's the one. That's the guy I thought would be MVP this year. I chose him as my MVP because I thought he would get easier shots playing alongside the LeBron James, and I think he has to, even though LeBron James is fantastic, he has to be, in my opinion, the first option. We're going through you, and then LeBron James bring us home. I need to see that from him on both ends in these type of games.
2 for 8 so far, 0 for 3 from downtown. Obviously, like Smitty said, he expected a little bit more. Dante, what were you expecting from AD?
I expect AD to come and take this defensive challenge because that's Giannis is his matchup. And I expect him to come in and assert himself on the offensive end and show that he could be dominant as well. This is his first time playing some real basketball, some winning basketball. It's a national stage. It's a time to get ready for the playoffs in the hunt of winning a championship. So AD, it's your time to step up, make some plays, and show that you are one of the top 5 players in basketball. You've been given that title, but it's time to show it on a nightly basis.
What are your thoughts on AD so far this season in the Lakers uniform? I mean, he's been able to put up numbers. We've seen him put up career highs, well not career highs, but a couple of 40-point games. Seen him have that 40-20 game. How are your thoughts? What is your assessment on his first season with the Lakers?
Well, as I said, he's played his first time playing like meaningful basketball, not trying to get into playoff basketball, but like world domination basketball, right? So he's held to a certain standard on a nightly basis. He has LeBron James. You know the concept in LeBron James, what he's going to bring on a nightly basis. He's going to give you, 28, 10, 5 or 6. But AD, what are you going to give me on a consistent basis that's going to help me win games? That's what we have to see out of AD. He's had some struggles, some ups and downs, some good games, but he has to make these winning plays and assert himself as that number 2, but that number 2 that's going to be able to take over a series in the playoffs.
So far, the Lakers haven't necessarily played the best against the best teams in the NBA, have not beat the Milwaukee Bucks, 0-2 against the Los Angeles Clippers. How important is it for them to get this victory on Friday night in Staples Center?
Well, I think it comes down offensively, they should know where they are right now. I think the best teams in basketball usually right now, defensive end, they just start taking away your first, your second, your third option. And I think they have great defenders, but I haven't seen them just dominate good teams on the defensive end. That's what I'm looking for next for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're the top team in the West, and they should be, and they played well. I think they came together as far as chemistry very early. But now, like Dante said, we're looking now it's go time. And go time doesn't mean you're just trying to win every game. It's sending statements to these type of teams you're playing, the Milwaukee, the Clippers, the Rockets. Everybody that's elite, you want to send a message right now in case we see you again.
So Obviously, we've seen that there's been a signing for the Los Angeles Lakers. They bring in Dion Waiters, who was let go of the Miami Heat, only played 3 games so far this season. What's our take, or what's your take, I should say, on Dion Waiters joining this Lakers squad as currently constructed?
When you start talking about talent, I mean, can he fit in? He is a phenomenal talent, especially on the offensive end. Can he come out there and score? They might need him in fourth quarters. Check mark for me for Dion Waiters. Me right now is, how does he fit in with the Los Angeles Lakers system? And